Hi, I'm Don. Welcome back to Retired and Trained. Over the last few years, I've received thousands of comments from retirees asking questions that have nothing to do with money. Questions about loneliness, questions about purpose, questions about what to do all day, questions about getting older. And the truth is, I can't personally answer every one of them. So I decided to build something that could. Today, I want to show you a new tool on my website called the Companion. It's available 24 hours a day. You can ask it questions about retirement, and I'll show you exactly how it works, what kinds of questions people are asking, and why privacy was the most important thing I wanted to get right. Now, before you click away because I mentioned AI, stay with me. You don't need to know anything about technology. If you can type a question, you can use it. The reality is, I can't answer every comment and email that comes in. I wish I could, but there's only one of me. I've spent a lot of time thinking about that because I know there are people who watch this channel who don't always have someone they can talk to about these things. Maybe their spouse has passed away. Maybe their family is busy with their own lives. Maybe they just don't feel comfortable bringing these things up with other people. And I kept thinking there had to be a way for people to get some help, some ideas, and maybe a little encouragement whenever they needed it. Not when I happen to be sitting at my computer, not when a new video comes out, but anytime. So a few months ago, I started working on something for the website. It's called The Companion. And today I want to show you what it is, why I created it, and how some people are already using it. Now, before anyone gets nervous because I mentioned AI, let me put your mind at ease. You don't need to know anything about technology. You don't need to install anything. You don't need to learn anything complicated. If you can type a question, you can use it. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the Companion. You go to my website, retiredandtrained.com, and it's right there. Retire. You see you can click on that Retired and Trained Companion, or you can go straight to retiredandtrained.com/companion. It'll take you to the same place. So it's available any time of the day or night. Let's imagine someone retired 6 months ago and they're struggling a little. They type, and we're going to just to be clear, we're going to the talk to the companion part. So again, I retired 6 months ago and I feel lost. What should I do? Type that in. What should I do? All right, hit the Ask the Companion button, and you'll see it says Companion. There it goes. It gives you an answer. And, the answer is what I want you to notice is it isn't giving a quick one sentence answer. It's asking questions. It gives you information. It's helping someone think through what they're experiencing. And that's really the goal. Not to tell you what to do, not to replace friends or family, but to give you a place to start when you're trying to work through something. So I'll let you, read this for yourself. And then it ends always with the question, to prompt you. And you can then type another question or a follow-up question, as many as you want. It's unlimited. And then, or do totally new question, whatever you want to do. So let's try something new. How do I make friends after retirement? All right. Hit the Ask the Companion button, and it's thinking, and there's your answer. It gives you, again, practical ideas, ways to meet people, things to try. Sometimes all we need is a few suggestions that we haven't thought about yet. One thing I like about it is that you can keep asking follow-up questions. Maybe someone says, I'm an introvert and I don't like large groups, or I live in a small town and there aren't many activities nearby. The conversation keeps going. It's not just one answer and done. You can continue exploring whatever is on your mind. Now, I know one of the first questions people have is about privacy. And honestly, that's one of the first questions I had too. So let me be very clear. I cannot see your conversations. I cannot see the questions you ask. I cannot see the answers you receive. The only thing I can see is general usage information, like how many times the companion has been used. The conversations themselves are private. That was extremely important to me because some of the things people want to talk about are personal. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's family issues. Maybe it's worries about aging. Maybe it's something you've never talked about with anyone else. You should be able to ask those questions without worrying that I'm reading them. Another thing I want to mention is that this isn't a therapist. It's not a financial advisor. It's not a doctor. It's simply a tool that can help you think through things, explore ideas, and maybe point you in a helpful direction. I've even had my sister try it. She's 78 years old. She asked questions about exercise and how to structure her day. Her reaction was that it was surprisingly good. Now she has also reminded me of something important. Most people don't care about AI. They care about solving a problem. And that's exactly how I hope people use this. Not because it's AI, but because sometimes you have a question, you're sitting at home and you just want someone or something to help you think it through. If you're curious, give it a try. Ask it one question, something you've been thinking about lately. Maybe it's about loneliness. Maybe it's about purpose. Maybe it's about creating more structure in your day. Maybe it's about retirement in general. Just ask one question and see what happens. I'll put a link below the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.